Welcome back to the show, everybody, and welcome back to the Upper Tier podcast. It is Monday. We're back. The Monday Mashers are back just in time. The League of Ireland kicking off pretty soon. We'll take a quick look at that. We're going to be looking back, of course, on the Premier League, get Marky's thoughts, top level, what went on at the Emirates and all yesterday. We're going to talk about that. And the Carrick era has begun as well. But welcome back. It's been a moment since we've been on the
It,
screen together.
it's been a minute, cuz, yeah. Happy New Year and all that, Lark, as well, yeah. I have
Yeah.
been trying to tune into all the shows and all the wrestling shows as well, so it's been pretty good.
The
Busy,
wrestling
busy old
panel
month.
have told me they're very impressed with your wrestling knowledge. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, like I said, I grew up with it and probably stopped watching in 03, 04 or something like that. I
They've been
haven't.
saying to me, why are we doing a football show when we should be doing a wrestling show?
Well, that's it.
There you
And you
go.
know what? Funny enough, during the week, obviously I do watch stuff on the vault and stuff, and all the rumbles
Mm.
from previous years have been on and stuff like that. So I've been watching them all from, like, say, 91 up to kind of 98, 99 so far. So yeah, I think I'll watch 99 later on or this week at some stage. It's good to dive into and stuff. And I love
Reminisce.
reminisce, exactly, and hearing all the old music and stuff. And then I love watching that show, where they go finding all the, like, Ric Flair's
Hidden
robes and stuff.
treasures. Hidden
Yeah, yeah,
treasures. It's
very
brilliant.
good.
It's
Very
brilliant.
good as well.
If you're
Yeah. So
wondering what that you with blue is off my neck, by the way, that's tape. My neck, I don't know what's happened to my neck and my shoulder. I think I slept on it wrong or something like that.
no way.
Maybe I put all my weight on it by mistake or
Paul
something.
was in Everton jersey because
But
they're playing tonight, cuz.
no, but we will talk about that as well. There's no doubt about it as well. Folks, just to let you know, top corner there, QR code, Kelly's Heroes. That is a QR code that will bring you to Eventbrite. If you want to join us on May the 16th, the Borough Legends are presenting Kelly's Heroes in memory of Stephen Kelly versus a Premier League Legends lineup that you will not be disappointed in, guys. Go to Eventbrite, check out the ticket prices. They are for nothing. When you think about what you pay for an evening with some of these legends from the Premier League in recent times, this is an absolute steal. Match tickets, meet and greet, all being handled as well by the Sally Noggin Inn as well, the famous Sally Noggin Inn, one of the most famous pubs on the south side of Dublin.
Yeah.
And,
Used to have a
and
famous DJ back there in the day,
they
didn't they?
did a pub that I hold close in my heart. I used to DJ there back in the day. I did. So
Yeah.
yeah, so if you can support it as well, it's for a great cause. All the profits are going to the Blackrock Hospice, who I think took care of the
Yeah,
Steve.
they did indeed.
Sadly, passed away. And he's very close to the borough, very close to football, all that kind of stuff. Was a great music man. Heard he loved the party and loved the
Yeah.
dance and the whole lot and all. So we do have a video package for you at the end of the show, folks. And at the end of that package, we have a couple of vignettes from a couple of Premier League legends, which I'm not going to give away. You're going to have to stay and watch right till the end if you want to see it. But you will be impressed. It's for a great cause. Make sure you support it. All the profits going to the Blackrock Hospice. You will not get a better lineup meet and greet in terms of value for money and everything else. So make sure you
100%.
take advantage of this as well. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal day. I will be there on the day. No doubt Marky will be
I
there
will
on the day
indeed.
as well. I'll be doing interviews. So if you want to come over, say hi, if you watch the podcast, all that kind of stuff, come over, give us a little chat, give us a little vignette, all that kind of stuff. We welcome it all. Mark will be there with the trophies. We'll also be at the meet and greet. So we'll be there for that as well. Fantastic lineup. And they're also adding names on a
Mm.
weekly basis nearly at this stage. There's also sponsorship opportunities. If you want to take out a sponsorship and just contact Tony directly on that, all the contact details are there. The link also is in the description of the YouTube video as well. If you want to go straight to Eventbrite and tickets, I think there's a gala dinner as well, but I think you book that directly
Yeah.
with the boys. It's not done through Eventbrite. And those gala dinners are also fantastic, folks. If you want to get up close and personal with these players, have the chat with them, have a few beers, do shots at the bar, whatever you want to do. It's a fantastic evening. The boys do tell some fantastic stories, and it's well
And,
worth it. It's well, and again for
and
such a
cuz, you
great
know
cause.
yourself, if you're at that event and you see Brian McClare Chucky picking up the microphone, you're in for a good night. Trust me.
Mm. Speaking of Brian McClare, I'm not giving that away for the end of the show, but that's all I'm saying.
I'm
That's
just
all I'm
saying, if
saying.
he is there
And
and he picks up a microphone, you're in for a treat. Honestly.
he is an
Yeah.
absolute character. An absolute character. And listen, for me being a pill man, these two boys you'll see tonight broke my heart on more than one occasion. Um, but I just find them. I find all these legends that Tony and the boys book to come over for these events. They're
Yeah.
so endearing and stuff like that, and they're great to talk to. And they don't forget where they came
100%.
from as well, and they're fantastic with the
And
fans as well. So if you can, folks, support it and come along. You will have an unbelievable day. Get your merchandise signed to add to your collection, memorabilia collection, all that. Little memories of on the day and stuff like that. And like I said, the profits from this day will be going to the Black Rock Hospice. So it's absolutely
brilliant
fantastic.
cause.
And we will be promoting it throughout from now right till May the 16th as well. And we'll be shooting more videos and getting more vignettes and all that kind of stuff. We want this to be a huge success. This is a huge thing in memory of Steve Kelly as well. It was an absolute legend. So we'll talk about it a little bit later, but we get into it at the moment. In the chat, Keith's in the chat. Big up,
How are you,
Keith. Hope
Keith?
you are good. Round's in as well. Big up,
Diesels.
Round. Round, it's been a minute.
He's
It's been a
saving
minute,
himself.
Round.
He's going to Cheltenham now in March. So yeah, he's saving himself in a big way, you know.
How do they do it? And Baz, who was
How
in
are
with me
you,
today,
Baz?
the
What's the
OG,
story,
is
pal?
in the chat as well. And Big Phil is in there as well. Phil, hey boys, great win for United over the Gunners.
Brilliant one. And Phil was down in Galway on Saturday at the Leinster game, Leinster against Connacht on Saturday evening. So he sent me a picture of his point down there.
Well, he can keep in touch on the show as well, because we are going to be talking League of Ireland tonight. A few little bits in there, and we're going to be looking at the first set of fixtures as well, which is very interesting. Love Royal Rumble 99, Mark. It's quality pay-per-view. I Quit match was unreal.
Now just watching some of them, like the actual rumbles themselves, there, just the nostalgia, like it's unbelievable, like, you know.
And have you seen the stadium in Riyadh?
I seen pictures of it. Yeah.
Did you see they built it like in 20
it's
days?
Mad. I thought that was a piss take. It was said the 5th of January and then the 25th of January, and it was like
up the top of our road. I can't get 2 speed ramps fixed up for the last 10 years. Up in Delgany, outside Delgany National, and these lads are putting together like a 20,000 stadium arena in 20 days. We can't build a children's hospital in 15 years.
Isn't it?
It's insane. Absolutely.
I wonder would the Bertie ball have gone up that fast?
It might have if he stayed in power long enough. But just to let you know, folks, this week as well, we are full on podcasting this week. Tomorrow night, you're going to get Pro Wrestling Weekly. Wednesday, we're going to be winding down the Champions League, so we may do a show for that. It's the final fixtures in that league phase. Thursday, Tier Talk with Dazzler as always. Friday, we have a SmackDown live watch along from Riyadh. We're on your screens from around 7 o'clock. And also Saturday night, Royal Rumble live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We will be doing a live watch along. Join us for that. It's going to be a lot of
I'll be tuning into that myself, because I heard a few rumors that there might be a few old names coming back for it.
If Saudi have their way, they dig people up out of the ground to bring them back. Absolutely. That's the whispers and all, and you know why too, Jay, as well, apparently. Just watch Saturday night's main event on YouTube. Very good it was, Phil. Absolutely. There's a little bit of it's a little bit kind of hit and miss at the moment. It's either really, really good or it doesn't hit its straps. Just to let you know as well, at the folks at the moment, Hill Dickinson Stadium at the moment, Everton 0, Leeds 1. They're struggling there, Everton, with that new stadium. Very good away from home, but struggling at home at the moment. I got to see the stadium when I was over at the Barnsley game as well. Very impressive.
It looks
very
impressive. I seen it from the sky when we were flying into Manchester from Dublin to go to Blackpool. It was
very impressive.
I've seen 5 stadiums in the one day, because we've seen Anfield, obviously Hill Dixon, Goodison. Then we passed by, I still call it the Reebok Arena in Bolton, and then obviously Blackpool, Bloomfield Road. So it was unreal.
Yeah. Just to let you know, big game of the championship tonight as well. Middlesbrough with a big win at the weekend, 4-0. Preston, I think we're down to 10 men, picked up a red card. Norwich won, Coventry won. Coventry went 1-0 up in this game to try and keep that gap between them and Middlesbrough. Norwich have just equalised. So just let you know, keep an eye on
talking of Norwich, because actually, obviously, I was off today. There's a bit of sickness in the house, but I had a real nostalgic day. Premier League years was on, and it was the Norwich and Liverpool game that finished 5-4. Was it Lallana got the 5th, and Klopp broke his glasses and stuff. It was class.
Yeah, a lot of history there with Norwich. We don't let this slip.
Wes was playing it. Good out. Wes was playing that game as well.
Yeah. I was rewatching Fever pitch the Premier League years, or the Premier League what made
Yeah,
the Premier League, and it was all the first episode's all about
yeah,
Cantona and the
yeah.
Kung Fu. So Ben hasn't watched it yet, and I told
He
Ben,
has to. He
get
has
stuck
to.
into that. You really see, it was on about all the transfers that Blackburn did and all, and the
And
money and
wasn't
everything.
it
It was very,
Murdoch
very
came
good.
in then as well and stuff with the
The Sky, yeah, with the Sky and everything and all, yeah, it was mad, 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 mad. And it's mad. They showed interviews with fans back then, going, "This is the
yeah,
death of
yeah, yeah,
football," and all. It was mad, you know. Like when the
yeah.
Super League was happening,
Because
it was
wasn't it a
insane.
game? I
Like
don't know.
really,
It could
really
have been
good.
a QPR or something. And they had all the cheerleaders before it, and they had a big firework display, and some lad parachuted in, and all. It was mental, like
Yeah,
mental.
yeah. Also today as well, and we put a short up. Lots of shorts going up on the channel as well. We put a short up today, of course. This is the day 2 years ago that Darren rang me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was in Florida at the Royal Rumble in Tampa. He rang me at 3 o'clock in the morning to let me know that Jurgen Klopp had
Yes,
announced that he was
2
leaving Liverpool.
years.
He actually rang me and he said, "Are you watching Sky Sports?" And I said, "At 3 o'clock in the morning in
Yeah.
Orlando? Probably not." But I went in because he wanted to talk to me. What I did was I went into the toilet because the boys were all asleep. So I was sitting on the jacks while Darren was giving me a breakdown of the Sky Sports interview.
Isn't it mad?
So I reminded about that. He thought it was WrestleMania, and I said, "No, it was at the
Fair
Royal
play. I
Rumble
want to
in
give
Tampa."
Dazzler a shout out. He
Yeah,
popped into the shop over Christmas with his mom, so it was nice to meet the mom and stuff like that.
oh,
Ah,
lovely.
she's
She's a
lovely.
lovely
I
woman,
said,
isn't she? Yeah,
Dazzler,
she's
I
a
didn't
lovely
realize you had a sister. She's like, go away out of that. But yeah, she was lovely. It was
Love
great
it,
to meet
love
her,
it.
in fairness.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yes, just to let you know, still 1-0 to Leeds, folks, against Everton at the Hill Dixon, and 1-1 Norwich and Coventry at the moment. So there we go. Right, Premier League, talk to me. Carrick era beats Man City, beats Arsenal. Feels like we're back to the 90s, the good
Yeah,
old days again, aren't we? Like what's
yeah.
happening there? Let us know. Talk to
Yeah, it
me.
was crazy 2 weeks. Obviously, the win on last Saturday against City, was excellent. The football we were playing, but then you seen the performance against Bodo during the week, and you were thinking, right, was it a fluke? Are we able to go to show up? But fantastic. The first 15 minutes was kind of, a few mistakes made by either team, sloppy passing, but I think obviously their goal, woke us up a little bit, the OG. And, sometimes it's tough as a United fan because you just think if Arsenal get a second now, it's game over and we'll probably implode. But we equalise. It was good closing down to force them into a mistake. I think what everyone's talking about Carrick, but I think what Steve Holland is doing in training and to have him around the club is probably up there with having Carrick there as well. So I wanted to give him a shout out. Our movement off the ball was excellent. When without the ball, we were closing down. Harry Maguire had another brilliant game. And Bilmo just running like no one's business. Cunha done the same when he came on then, as well.
What a
Um,
goal. What a goal.
oh, listen, I
You'll
even
never hit
thought
a sweeter strike. And the
it was
way he
funny.
put it around the
Yeah,
defender, and it was Gabriel as well,
yeah.
which made it even
Yeah,
sweeter.
so I was sitting here, and my brother-in-law, Vaughn's brother Craig, is a massive Arsenal fan, and he came over to watch it here, and he took the second touch, and I just like hit it curled. Oh my god, I've never screamed that so much. I gave Holly a bit of a fright here in the sitting room, but fantastic performance. I thought even when Arsenal equalised so late on, you're thinking to yourself from a set piece they're going to get something here, but we kept pushing and pushing and got the goal, and we kept it steady at the back. He obviously made changes as well, and yeah, it's something else. Like the atmosphere, like last week was like a bit like I watched Match of the Day last Saturday night after the City game. I was watching all the highlights on YouTube, but just when you're even today watching the highlights again on YouTube of yesterday's game, like there's such a buzz. But yeah, you don't want to get too carried away. We've a tough game obviously on Sunday at 2 o'clock against Fulham coming up, and Fulham had a good win against Brighton there over the weekend, coming from behind and stuff. So listen, it's fantastic, it really is. But we have to kind of keep our heads on our shoulders and get down and grind and try get another few results over the next few weeks.
It's always the way, isn't it? You can go out and beat City, beat Arsenal, and you just drop a clanger to Fulham and West Ham or whatever it is on this run.
Listen,
and that's what I mean. That's the madness of the
yeah,
Premier League at the
and
moment.
listen, that Fulham game, like Brighton should have been 2-0 up. The goal should have been I thought Welbeck was onside for it, but they created a good few chances. But Harry Wilson with that free kick, man, so they're so dangerous, and they're obviously after getting a few players back from the AFCON and stuff like that as well. So it's going to be a difficult game on Sunday. But hopefully Dorgu, it was just cramp. I thought it was his hamstring at one stage, but I think it was just kind of cramp and stuff. So he would have probably not done too much training. He'll do a light bit of training tomorrow and then get fully focused on get fully focused on the game. But like I said, to a man, everyone that even came off the bench and stuff put in a massive shift, and it was a fantastic win, against a really stubborn Arsenal team, I would say at times. Obviously, we know what they're like from set pieces, but they are difficult to play against. Declan Rice, Saka's kind of got into a bit of form. He hasn't been great over the last probably 12, 13 games or so, but he found a little bit of form with the assist yesterday. But yeah, fantastic. I was over the moon, literally over the moon. Like,
I know with both of us being part of the goalkeeper fraternity, along with Dazzler and stuff like that, unless you're part of that, you never realise how difficult it is to save a ball off the crossbar. It's literally nearly impossible. Unless you're willing to break your fingers, it's literally impossible. It's so tough. I also wanted to mention, yesterday I was watching on Premier U or something, one or something like that. I had transported myself to the States to watch it. So I was watching it yesterday, and I had to endure, of course, Andy Townsend on commentary. And it was a madness. It was a madness because when you equalised, they said, Man United have equalised against the run of play. And I was thinking, Man United could be 3-1 up here. What are you talking about? They've had 2 or 3 breakaways that they should have scored that were nearly sitters. And I said, this is against the run of play. I said, lads, you are sitting in the stadium. What match are you watching? Because I said, I'm watching a very different match.
Paul Merson didn't give us a chance on Saturday. On the Gillette Soccer Saturday, he said we've no chance of winning. Like, so.
What do you make of Arsenal now? I mean, the boy in the picture there now seems like he's really struggling to get it together. You're saying last week against Forest, having a lot to say at the end of the game into his jersey. Same again yesterday. Are we looking at another wobble? Are we looking at another meltdown?
Did he have a go at one of the assistant managers, the Arsenal assistant manager, or one of the coaches in the tunnel, either at half time or? But I said it to Craig here yesterday, and I wasn't just saying it as a bit of laugh, like, but you always expect the likes of February, March, and April. Arsenal seem to dip off when they're in this top spot. You look at
they're Christmas champions.
Like they've Leeds away next, then they've Sunderland at home, Brentford away. Then it's Spurs, Chelsea, Brighton. So
tough place to go, 100%, at the moment,
especially when you look
Leeds
at
on fire
the performance here tonight against Everton and stuff. So, and don't forget, in between that, they have the second leg of the semi-final of the League Cup, and they have the Champions League. And I think did they get Wigan in the FA Cup?
Can't remember who they got, but I know in the Champions League they're home and host. You don't have to worry about that. They can rotate.
But you're starting to see a dip. Arteta, obviously, with his interview after, was a bit kind of, so yeah, listen, it was fun. And actually talking to commentators there when you said that Craig absolutely hates Gary Neville. So honestly, yesterday afternoon,
rough.
But yeah.
What do you make of Roy Keane? Still not convinced about Carrick. I know people are getting a little bit taken away, but I understand that because you've endured a lot of shit. So it's nice to watch good football, win matches against good competition, and celebrate it and enjoy it. But Roy Keane, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, no, even from a United fan point of view, obviously the last 2 wins have been fantastic, but there's still an awful long way to go, just to keep him within that Champions League spot. And listen, if he goes on and wins this, not if he goes unbeaten or whatever, you might only lose 2 of the next 17 or whatever. Then you kind of look at it going, right, we could be onto something here. But if it is working, you go for it, because many times have we got the likes of Mourinho in or Van Gaal and stuff, we're renowned managers and it hasn't worked out. So we seen with Solskjaer, we had a bit of a bounce. Obviously, it dipped off then in that October with the defeat to Watford and stuff like that, and he got sacked. But yeah, listen, I'm taking it game by game and see how we get on. And as long as we keep that up, the intensity, and they look like they're enjoying the football again. You see the way they're passing. Like we were out passing City last Saturday.
You can tell by the goal celebrations.
Yeah,
the goal celebrations tell a lot.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you look at Amarin had said that Dorgu isn't great going forward, and look at him the last 3 or 4 games. Like, he's been
he's
immense.
horrendous. He
He
is.
said that Kobe and Bruno can't play together, and you see how they played the last 2 games and stuff. So obviously Carrickson still,
Isn't it like as if Carrick walked into a room and said, "Tell me all the things that Amarin said they couldn't do,"
yeah,
and
and
just
I'll do it.
reversed it.
100%.
Dare I say, we talk dare to dream, and I know this is madness, but under Amarin 2 weeks ago, United were 200 to 1 to win the Premier League. They're now 50 to 1.
It's mad, isn't it? Like, but I'm just
I wouldn't be
happy.
recommending throwing any money on it now,
No,
but I'm just
no,
saying
yeah, yeah.
it's
I was gonna
amazing the
say
difference
I'll
in two
take
weeks and
a
two
Champions
results.
League spot. I think City and Villa. Like, you look at Villa over the weekend, but I think City will be thereabouts. Obviously, they afforded to drop Haaland
No
on
one's
Saturday
giving
afternoon.
Villa a chance.
Yeah, no, they fantastic performance against
And this
Newcastle
and
yesterday.
this feels like a Leicester season.
Hundred
Everyone's all
percent, yeah,
over the camp.
100%.
But no one. I was even talking to the lad in Duns. Can't remember his name. James is it? I think he's a Bowes fan, and he's a big Aston Villa fan as well. And he was telling me, I said, I told you at Christmas time Villa had nothing to worry about. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
And he's no confidence at all. And he says, "Oh, we never win the Premier League." I said, "Leicester won the Premier League. What do you mean you'll never win the Premier League? And you've
and,
arguably a better team than Leicester had.
yeah.
So why
And,
couldn't you go and win the Premier League?"
and it's mad they got relegated that season. Leicester won the Premier League
Yeah,
2015-16. It's crazy, like.
yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
mad.
listen, especially for Villa after last week being beaten at home 1-0 to Everton, like, and obviously having a match during the week. So it was
Mm,
to see how they bounced back a trip up to
yeah.
Newcastle. It's not an easy place to go at times, but they were excellent.
Yeah, and obviously City picking up a big win against Wolves. Second half, Wolves were much better, but I
Yeah,
think City were out of sight at that stage. They get
yeah,
themselves too much to do. And
yeah. And
obviously Aston Villa picking up a huge win as
a
well.
massive win. And I just
Mm,
want to give credit to the referee at the City game for not giving the VAR his for the handball that
mm.
would have given City the penalty. His very, very first Premier League game, and he makes a big call like that, even though I think it was Darren England was on VAR and said to him to have a look at it. He said, "No, I'm 2 yards away from him. I could see, so I want to give him a shout out." He was obviously in the Championship last year and stuff, and very first Premier League game, and he does something like that. It's very refreshing to see, But yeah, listen, it was going to be interesting to see how City would bounce back. It was a professional performance. Semenyo was on fire again, hit the bar, obviously got his goal. Marmouche scored as well. Uh, I don't know. One of the lads texted me on Saturday morning saying I heard Haaland is going to be benched. I was like, what? Well, yeah, it seemed to have the effect that they wanted.
Mm. And that's not
Yeah,
even me, but I know who it is. What
yeah,
was I going to say to you?
that's
Just to let people know, if you're a Lampard and a Coventry fan, look away now. Norwich have just gone 2-1 up.
ooh,
69th minute, 2-1 up.
eek. Go on, let Dazzler. Hope he's still
Yeah.
celebrating.
I
I was
do have
only
a little challenge for you tonight as well, for you personally, and you're going to have to rank your Man United number sevens, and I have 5 for you.
okay.
And I got Dazzler's rankings as well here, so I want to compare them.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to you. I have a slide for it, and I'll let you do it when we come to the slide. Obviously we dropped another howler again, another clanger last minute. 4 lads lying on the ground, literally on loungers at a swimming pool, and we drop a losing goal to Bournemouth, ended up losing 3-2. A lot of heat on Slot at the moment, a lot of talk about Alonso and Gerrard and stuff like that. I'm not really in favour of either of those boys for varying reasons. Two legends and two heroes of mine. I don't want to be giving out crap to them on podcasts and stuff like that, or out in the rat like that,
Yeah.
So I'd rather that didn't happen. A lot of heat on Slot as well, but I don't know what he could do about what happened on Saturday, and we've had a number of those matches. I don't think he can legislate for Virgil
Individual.
van Dijk having a couple of bozo moments
Yeah.
and misfiring, and Mo Salah deciding that he just doesn't want to play football anymore. I'm not too sure what you can decide there, so it's
But listen, credit to Bournemouth as well. When you go 2-0 up and then you come back to 2-all, other teams would have just sat back and be happy to take the point, but they kept pressing and pressing. Chrissy obviously had a good opportunity.
came back as well. Came back
Yeah,
and made
yeah.
a huge difference when he came on.
And yeah, so I have to say Iraola, fair play to him, was good. Yeah, listen, first goal I thought Van Dijk was could have been a bit more. He was lazy in my opinion, lazy defending. Then obviously their third goal in the 95th minute, he said he's been fouled. Obviously, I think it was Curtis Jones, was it, that hit off him or whatever. But yeah,
He
I
wasn't
thought
being fouled.
No, 100%.
It
But
wasn't too
yeah,
cold. It was wet
yeah, it
rain.
was
We
at
know all
Wembley.
this.
Yeah,
It
but
was
yeah,
bullshit. That's what
who,
it was.
obviously slots on borrowed time. Who would you like to see come in? Obviously, you've talked about Alonso Jared not being. You don't want like from a fan's point of view. Who would you like to see come in?
I don't know. I don't see the problem for me. Gerard's my guy. He's
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
my guys. I can't come like I'm literally if he goes in even as an interim manager for the next 3 or 4 months, I might have to stop doing Liverpool content
yeah,
because I can't give out about the guy.
yeah, yeah,
I can't bring myself to give out about the guy, and that's my fear. Alonso quite similar, but not as much as Stevie, obviously. But I worry about Alonso. You know, I know the job he did at Leverkusen and all was absolutely spectacular with a certain amount of drop off as
yeah,
well. But he went into Real Madrid, and I pitch if we want to be successful as Liverpool Football Club, for me, the likes of Barca and Real Madrid are the level.
yeah,
They are the level that you look at, and that's what you have to aspire to or compete against or whatever it is. And if you're not competing against that, then you have a problem. And I see him going into Real Madrid there, and he just fell asunder.
yeah,
And I just think it's a real concern. I'm not as concerned about the interim position because it's just a 4 month or it's just to get us over a period if Slot
yeah.
ends up down. But I don't really know who I want to come in. I haven't really thought about it because I've done a number of podcasts and a number of shorts. And although I think maybe a managerial change needs to happen, I don't like the disrespect that Slot at the moment. He won the Premier League last year for us. And I think as fans we should do better in terms of a level of respect.
Hmm.
And I think a lot of the fans at the moment might be fans that have started following Liverpool Football Club during the Klopp era. And I think it feels a little bit strange. I was even talking to Liverpool fans on the COP when we were at the Barnsley game, and these are older guys. These are 65, 70, 75 year
Yeah,
olds,
seeing it all.
season ticket holders for longer than I've been alive, probably. And they're saying the treatment is a little bit unfair, that they've had an awful lot to deal with this season, with
Yeah,
obviously Diogo and
yeah,
injuries
of
and new
course.
players coming in, and maybe the director sort of area not necessarily bringing in the players that we needed, and that the fit wasn't right, and Isaac trying to fit in, and all the background with Newcastle and what happened the whole summer. So there was a lot going on, and then obviously when things go a little bit skew ways, we've had senior players not acting like senior players, where they just want to point the finger at newer players and apportion the
Yeah,
blame on them when it really should sit with them. And because there's a problem there with the senior players, the difficulty is now the newer players lean on them to try and bed in.
yeah,
And if they're kind of checked out or not performing, you look at Gravenberch, McAllister, Virgil, Konate, these players are just not performing anywhere near the level they've been performed at. So it makes it a bit more difficult for those newer players to bed into something that's still disjointed, if you like, or
yeah.
not performing for whatever reason.
And
So I just think there's a lot going on there, and I don't like throwing shade at managers anyway. You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
Realistically, I just
100%. I
don't.
just Everton have just scored Barry there, but no, I was just going to say because I don't think the whole Salah and Slot situation was dealt with, properly. I thought it should have been done behind closed doors and stuff like that. We know about Salah. Yeah,
Well, you see, the thing
sorry, I
about
just watching a replay of that goal. Sorry, because
the thing about it, it didn't feel like it was a Salah slot thing.
the
It felt
club and
like it was a
Salah.
Salah club thing.
Yeah,
And Slot obviously being front and center, he takes the heat.
yeah, yeah,
So I don't know. It's just look. I think we're coming to the realization that we probably need a change, but I think there's a right way of doing this, and we need to represent it in a certain way. And I don't
yeah,
think we should be burying people on the way out the door who won a Premier League. And you'll hear people saying, and I spoke to Dino about this morning, and all people talking about how he won it with Klopp's team. Klopp's team didn't win the Premier League in the last year.
hmm.
Gravenberch didn't hardly play, and he certainly didn't play anything like the level that Slot got him playing.
Yeah,
And Mo Salah last year had statistically his best season in the Liverpool shirt. So this narrative of Klopp's team just feels a little bit weird to me, because you
yeah,
still have to go out and perform in 38 games. You still have to pick the team. You still have to do everything that needs to be done and stuff like that and all. You know what I mean? I just find it a little bit weird. I think it's just a bit disrespectful.
hmm.
That's just personally how I feel about it. Where are we now? Let's get a few comments here. Did anything else at the weekend stick out your?
Obviously, Burnley and Spurs.
Yeah.
You know, Burnley putting a good performance. Obviously, you've seen Kyle Walker's ball for one of the goals and stuff like that. And
He couldn't bring it up because I think we were the 8 o'clock game or the 5:30 game or something. Yeah, so yeah, maybe he would have preferred 12 o'clock.
100%. But now, yeah, from the Burnley point of everything just hit the bar there.
I'm back into it.
From a Spurs point of view as well, when you have your two centre halves scoring, getting you out of trouble, like, it's
which
there's
is
a
not
lot going
unusual
on
this season.
No, it's not. You might as well give them the number 9 and 10 jerseys because that's what they've been doing an awful lot this season. But yeah, there's obviously an awful lot going on behind the scenes at Spurs that's been happening for quite a while. But yeah, another bad result for them. Like, you'd expect to get back to winning ways with a win against Burnley. It is a tough place to go to, but I would have expected them to get something out of it, a win. Jesus, he hit that well.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, we'll move on anyway, and we'll get into this. League of Ireland, talk to me. The McLean brothers back at Derry.
Back in
no
the
poppies allowed across the Derry borders at all.
Yeah.
You will not find a poppy in Derry, that's for sure.
Obviously,
talk to me.
Obviously they signed his brother from Sligo, and there was, I believe, Wrexham were hoping to hold him till the end of the season, but obviously Derry wanted to get him in before the League of Ireland season started, so it's just a natural thing. And obviously you've seen his reaction coming onto the pitch, Wrexham against Leicester there last week, and giving the fingers to the away fans. He's been holding a lot of pent-up frustration for quite some time. It's okay when it's aimed at you, but when it starts aimed at his kids and his wife and stuff like that, that's when it kind of gets a bit too much. But yeah, he's obviously started.
He's the king of antagonists.
He is. He's an instigator in a lot of it.
Let's not act like we're going to go.
No, 100%. But I just said, like, it's grand when he's taking it, but when it gets to the kids and the wife and all, that's when you have to take a step back. And listen, it was always his intention to come back and finish his career out where it started in the League of Ireland with Derry as well. So great to see him there. And obviously Derry have signed a good few other players. The likes of Darragh Markey from Drogheda. Darragh's been exceptional for Drogheda the last few years. Obviously started off with Pats. Really has experience. He's a little bit older now, but he has that experience that Derry would want as well. Obviously they lost Holman to Glentoran, I think he went to, Pat, didn't he? That's so right. Yeah, they've made a few decent signings there as well, and I think from what I hear as well, they're still looking at a few avenues to get 1 or 2 players in.
Very busy for them.
Yeah, 100%, and they have the money there, but also they have to be smart with it. I believe they're doing something with. I think St. Pat's have signed a few Irish lads that had been in America on scholarships. So they're signing them on contracts over here now as well. So if they took that kind of route as well to get 1 or 2 players in, they'd be doing well,
And have we got, is it the President's Cup coming up this weekend?
President's Cup's coming
Rovers
up, yeah.
and Derry.
Obviously Rovers won both the league and the cup. So yeah, it goes to Derry. You finished second, so yeah, that should be a decent one. Obviously, seeing that as well, so good signing. But listen, Rovers have made some good signings themselves as well. Mulrenny from Pats and stuff like that.
Talk to me about your boy Rodrigo. Apparently, he's been the number 1 pick in the fantasy football for the League of Ireland this season.
Serious?
Yesterday, yeah. Talk to me. Do you know much about this guy?
I just seen clips of him. One of the lads sent me listen, you can't really tell from the video packages. If you look at the video packages of Betbay online and stuff before he's for United, he's probably world class. But it'll be interesting to see how he beds in. It's a tough league. It's very physical. Probably something that he hasn't been used to as well before. So it'll be interesting to see how. Listen, Mark Coyle's obviously gone to up north as well. We're going to miss Coyler. We made 1 or 2 signings. Conor Kearns has gone to Dundalk on loan after getting a decent keeper in that has been there before. So yeah, it's been good. And again, there's still 1 or 2 more signings from what I believe. Joey's looking in different avenues, the loan market and stuff like that. Getting a few younger lads in from say the League 1 and League 2 and stuff, which is the likes of Harry Wood came from Hull before and he was a sensation. You could see he's a proper baller. We went back to Hull and then he came back yeah, it's going to be an interesting last few days before the league starts and stuff.
And Bows versus Pats kicking off in the Aviva, and
Yeah,
I
I
believe
believe
most
there's
of the lower tiers have sold
like
out.
sold out. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
obviously expecting a lot more because you've seen what
mm,
happened with Bowls
yeah.
and sorry, Rovers in the past. That there for the league games, massive.
Lastminute.com.
Yeah, so
Mm,
you'd expect well over 30,000 at it anyway. They'd be hoping for a bit more, but I say you're looking at about 32 to 35,000 going to the game. So again, it's just great for the league to see that, and obviously there's more.
big up, Pino.
Oh yeah, there's obviously, um, I think RT are showing every FAI at least one game in every the FAI Cup and stuff like that. So and obviously we're going to be getting Virgin Media's coverage on a weekly basis and stuff. So yeah, no, it's
Mm.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's good, and we'll have some of the key games as well. We do the watch-alongs for on the Friday night as well, so keep an eye out for that as well. Rona Finn, director of football again at Shamrock Rovers.
Yeah, I think it's a good fit. Obviously, Steve McPhail left and wanted to spend more time with the family. He's been unbelievable there himself, and Steve and Bradley have been
Mm.
getting Rovers to the blueprint of what a team should be like in the league. Their stadium, their structure, how to get players in and stuff like that as well. Listen, it's tough for other teams because you look at the schoolboy section and they're affiliated with a hell of a lot of teams, the likes of Lucan United here, different clubs around the place, that they take all the younger lads from say
Mm.
12s up. If the amount of times I've talked to managers, how's such and such getting on? He's gone up the roads down to the Rovers, and you're like, right,
Mm.
they have that power to do that. But they, like I said, they've created this blueprint that a lot of clubs should look up to, and I think
Yeah.
Ronan will listen. He's a legend at the club. He obviously went off to UCD for a while there towards the end of his career last season and stuff. And how are you,
I'd say
Joanne? Are you all right? I won't
I'm
mention
good.
yesterday, don't you worry. But yeah, I think it's a perfect fit. He's a rover through and through, and I think he'll fit
Mm.
into the role pretty well. No, I wouldn't surprise if Steve McPhail would be kicking his heels in a season or two, wanting to get back in. To be fair,
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. A cracking Peru Arsenal.
I won't say
Absolutely.
anything, John.
Absolutely. So we have 5 interesting fixtures coming up, but we'll preview them next Monday because it's for the Friday and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So, but interesting ones there, obviously. Dundalk with a tough task away to Rovers first game.
yeah. First game of the
Never
season.
easy.
Obviously, they're after bringing a few players in on loan and stuff like that. And from what I've seen, yeah, man at the back, the tall young lad. What's his name? Oh my god, it's after the centre half that scored for the under 17s in
As
the
Eno says, don't forget the lad in the green and white shirt.
yeah. But apparently he's been linked with a few championship clubs now as well and stuff like that. So yeah, no, should be interesting with Dundalk. They're after getting a few players in on loan. They're after signing Bucko on a free and stuff like that. Brings the experience from Bowes and stuff. So yeah, they've made some all right signings. It's going to be a tell and tale how it goes for them this season. Back in the league, they're after putting a new surface down there in Oriel as well. So it'd be good to see that because the other one was absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so we'll park it there for the moment. But of course, as every Monday, we always bring you our roundup from the League of Ireland, and that will continue this season. No doubt, it's going to be an absolute belter. Right, this is where you take front and center stage here. You're going to talk to me about your number sevens.
Yeah,
That's your
I can
list.
I can tell you for a fact I know who Dazzlers is number one. David Beckham.
No,
Wasn't it?
David Beckham, I think, was number 5.
Serious?
I think so.
Ooh.
I'm nearly sure.
So
I'm just
yeah,
waiting on to load up here on my very slow. Yes. David Beckham was number 5 on Dazzler's list.
I thought he was a big Beckham fanboy.
I was quite shocked at who he had at number 1 as well.
Oh, right. I'll probably go. Oh, it's tough, man. It is tough. Probably go Beckham 5, Robbo 4, Cantona 3, Ronaldo 2, and Georgie Best number 1.
Oh, you hit the bar.
No,
You
for
hit
me,
the
that's
bar.
for me. But yeah,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Dazzler,
yeah.
yeah,
You hit the
yeah,
bar, yeah. Dazzler switched Ronaldo and Best.
yeah.
He
Okay, yeah.
had Ronaldo
Listen,
1 and Best 2.
I've
And
I've
then the
always
same was Cantona, Robson, and Beckham. which
yeah.
I was surprised because he's a huge David Beckham fan.
Yeah,
But I know when you
100%.
I wouldn't have put Ronaldo at number one for Dazzler, that's for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And
That's for
listen,
sure.
I've been a massive fan of Georgie Best. Obviously, never really got to see him play live. I've seen him when they had the anniversary match down the RDS and stuff. But I remember getting jerseys just with Best, like when I was a kid, getting the new jerseys with Best 7 on the back and stuff for years,
Yeah.
like, you know. So I've always been a massive fan of him. Watching all the documentaries and stuff like that. You know,
Big up
we have one.
Allison. I hope you're good.
How are you, Alison? But yeah, I'm big. You up the Dazzler. What would
That's
your
why.
heart vote be?
That's why I didn't think Ronaldo would have been up there because you were voting with your head because you've been
Well, listen,
so critical at times, like so.
but like
Yeah.
my brother-in-law Kurt is a massive Cantona fan. He'd obviously have Cantona at the top and stuff like that. But yeah, for me, Georgie, unreal. What a player.
Absolutely. I had a few little transfers in here, namely surrounding us. What have you meant of this Trent situation? Apparently, Alvaro Arbeloa has told word on the street that Trent Alexander-Arnold is to find a new club.
Yeah.
Not too many pictures going up of him smiling with his buddy Bellingham either. They seem to have distanced themselves a little bit as well.
Yeah, isn't it? It's that old saying, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, you know. Yeah, it hasn't gone well for him there. Obviously, he's been pushing for this big move.
Question for you. If this was United, would you take him back?
After what he'd done? No.
The way it went down, you wouldn't take him back?
No. Well, listen, it just depends. Like, Slot mightn't want him there, but if a new manager comes in the next few months, if a new manager comes in the next few months and is a fan of him, you know, he'd come back. And you know yourself, if he goes
well, obviously Alonso wasn't a fan of him either.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It depends who comes in. It depends who comes in.
Yeah.
But like, if he went back to use and, you know, got off to a flyer, you know, football fans can be quite fickle at times and forget about it. But yeah, the whole drama, what went on and stuff. And you got my message about Robbo there the other day.
I did.
Oh, gas, man.
I did. It was a very, very strange one, isn't it? Like, it's just out of nowhere. Now, apparently it may not be proceeding because apparently they're trying to come to an agreement in getting Costas back from loan off Roma.
I've seen that, yeah. I read that, yeah.
And apparently he's paid like 320 minutes for Roma this season. So I don't know why they want him hanging around either. So it's kind of a weird one. I didn't think Robbo either would be a fit for Spurs at all.
No, definitely 100%. Like, but yeah, he's what age is he now?
Robbo?
Obviously got the best years out of him when you signed him from Hull and stuff, but he must be.
He's still, I think he still has a lot of value as a squad player.
Oh, he does. Like the experience, and you can always see. I do watch a lot of the Liverpool videos on YouTube and stuff, and you know he's great. He's obviously a bit of crack around the dressing room and stuff like that. He uses the.
If you're saying our WhatsApp group,
how's Zeno taking that news?
This has been going on now nearly a week. This is quality.
Serious.
Yeah.
I need to start looking into the WhatsApp groups. I'm brutal with like just WhatsApp groups in general.
This is just hilarious.
I wouldn't say Eno's too happy with the news, is he?
He's probably in denial. In fairness, he's fighting his corner, which is good. He's definitely fighting his corner on it. You know what I mean? But you know, sometimes when you poke the beast, that's the way it goes.
Dazzler knows how to do that with a good old Eno, I'd say.
Oh, I tell you, it's quality. It's a lot of fun. Anything else you want to add before we drop this video package for
no, that's it. Game? Like, good to be back. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Happy New Year, as I said. Dazzler, I mentioned you earlier. It was great meeting you and your mum at Christmas time in the shop and stuff like that. And yeah, you know yourself, we've plenty of Legends 11 game coming up. This one, before you play the package, I will say Browner is putting everything into this game. Absolute everything into this game. As far as best mate, him, Steo and Jared Doolan were thick as thieves, you know, going to all these gigs together and holidays and stuff like that with their three boys and stuff. And he's putting everything to this. And because you know yourself from different games how tough it is to organise these games. It does help when it's like a Ballyfermot, or it's it's a club. So the club are looking after that side of things. Browner looks after the legends, but in this game, Browner is looking after both sides of things.
The whole thing. Yeah.
He's putting his, Browner, he 7 days a week. He's in the gym at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Then he's on the road and work, taking calls all day. So I personally can see what he's putting into this. So please, God, listen, lads, even if you can't make it on the day, if you could go on to the QR code there, just buy a ticket. It goes to Blackrock Hospice, which looked after Steve on his final day. Steve was obviously a legend at St. Joey's and in the borough of that area as well. So I just want to say, please support this event. I know we talk about different legends events and stuff like that. This is a big one. This is the one that means the most to all of us. So if you can do anything, if you can't make the game, just donate, buy a ticket to the game. You might obviously be able to make it, but that goes to Blackrock Hospice and the fantastic work they're doing there as well,
Yeah, or even folks, even if you want to buy a ticket and you can't make it, and like, they're not expensive now. They are not expensive. I can tell you that now. Go on to Eventbrite and you'll see. If you can buy a ticket, if you're buying it and you can't make it, send the ticket to Browner and let him raffle it, let him do whatever he wants to generate funds for it and stuff like that and all, on the day. Anything that you can do to help folks, anything at all. It's for a great cause. The hospice was fantastic during Steve's days and stuff like that, and his treatment and stuff like that and all. So important, and a huge part of, their work goes very unthanked at times, you know what I mean? And they do a stellar job. So anything you can do would be well appreciated. The stuff is there. The QR code is there. The link is in the description. If you're not sure and you don't have anything, if you need me, hit me up. I'm always available. I'll direct you the right way and stuff like that. And come down on the day if you can and support as well, because we love to have a crowd there as well, It is a memory of Steve. And it is really important. And I know how close this is to Browner's heart and the boys' hearts as well, because I'm doing the social media for it now, and they're meticulous in what they're sending me, and they want things done a certain way. So I'm doing a lot of work in that area for them as well, trying to push it on and promote it. So check out as well, if you can, folks. Give the Instagram a follow, give the Facebook a follow, all that kind of stuff. All the information is there. The events are on Facebook, the events are on Instagram. We can't put out any more stuff. We're going to be getting a lot more videos, no doubt, and stuff like that. So we played this little video, and we hope that you enjoy some of the images I've put in there as well. It also lists out the players that have been confirmed and more to be confirmed that certain individuals know about, but we ain't giving out any info. That's for sure, but it is exciting. So you'll see who's confirmed already, and you'll see two nice little vignettes at the end from two legends of the Premier League. So I'll just bring that up now for you, and we'll round out the show kind of with that. Your buddy.
Yeah, legend. Absolute gent, same as well. Chucky.
Again, the QR code there for you folks.
There's Steve.
Hello. Once upon a time, I used to be Brian McClare, ex-Manchester United and Celtic football player. And he would like to tell you that the Premier League legends are coming to Stradbrook, Blackrock on Saturday the 16th of May. You can get your tickets from Eventbrite, and all the proceeds are going to Blackrock Hospice in memory of Stephen Kelly. Keep rocking in the free world.
Hi, Wes Brown here, former Manchester United player. Looking forward to meeting you guys on the 16th of May at Stradbrook, Blackrock. Myself and the lads will be looking forward to playing against Kelly's Heroes. Tickets are available on Eventbrite, and keep rocking the free world. See you all then.
Love it. That was Steve saying. He always used to text and say that to people, keep rocking the free world, like, you know. It's become a thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's a very, very cool. It's for a great cause. We can't sell it to you folks any better than that. It's for free as far as I'm concerned. If you've ever gone to an event or an evening event, meeting any players from the Premier League and stuff like that, you know how much it costs. You're going to get a lineup of Premier League players assembled that you will never find again in a room together, except under the Legends 11 or under the Borough Legends banner and stuff like that. No, they're great guys. They will literally sign your baby's forehead if you want. They do not care. They love it. They love the interaction with the fans. We shoot all the video footage on the day and stuff like that. I might even on the day have my hands on a drone. I'm just saying. So
Nice
we could be.
Is that to see Wes in Strandbrook instead of Stradbrook?
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let Browner swing out of it, and we will bring him up like and stuff.
He won and all. He actually won and all.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But listen, folks, as I could say, it's for a great cause. All the profits of the event are going to the Blackrock Hospice. We want to make it a huge event. It is a memory of Steve Kelly, a guy who's, you know, held near and dear to everyone's hearts associated with this and stuff like that. Check out the Instagram page, check out the Facebook page. All the links are there. The links to the tickets are down below. Lads, they're for nothing. Bring your kids along, bring their kids along, make it a family day. You'll have a lot of fun.
Bring your sister.
That aka the mum. Yeah, absolutely. But listen, we'll have a great time on the day. We'll keep on bringing you more information, literally on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. More players are being added. I know the next couple of players that are coming up. So does Marky. And if you've been following the Legends games, you should have a fair idea anyway how this is going to roll out and stuff like that. If you need any information, get in touch with me. You know all the detail at this stage and stuff. Thank you for joining us again, Marky. Great to be back on the screamage again. I have definitely missed it. Do you know when our last show was?
Start of December, probably.
The 9th of December was our last show. Yes, indeed. There you go.
That's good to be back, man.
Not often you miss a referee.
I've been too busy watching all the WWE Vault stuff.
That's it. So don't forget, folks, all the shows are up there. All the shorts are up there. Everything's going up on the channel. Spread the channel as well. Share it out there. Try and gather subscribers and all that kind of good stuff. I will see you on the shows this week. There's no doubt I'll be back on your screen 3 or 4 times this week at least.
I'll be in the comments.
But until next time, folks, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button, and of course, drop a like on the video. And we will talk to you real soon. And we hope to see a lot of you May the 16th in Stradbrook Rugby Club for Steve's big match. Cheers, guys.